The time is 3:06 p.m. March 7th, 2024. I have my ears plugged while I have the sound machine. The vehicle traffic is like nowhere I've ever been in my life. And on days when they have a planned attack, which they do all the time, it's not all the time, but I can never talk about anything. I can right now, just to a little tiny bit. But on days they have these planned attacks, major fucking attacks, okay? Massive casualties were intended. Major death toll was intended, okay? That was for today. Planned by the former U.S. military, who now takes orders from the government of Iran. That's the military that I put up all the time. Former U.S. They are a couping military, and they are U.S. citizens. So on these planned attacks, the vehicle traffic is like, oh, I'm not kidding, 6 times greater than your average hell on earth. The barbarians here who support cannibalism stroll their babies in buggies and walk around with this kind of unfucking godly vehicle traffic. They ride their bikes with fucking semi-trucks, one after the next. They're really out of it here. You have to come see, dude, because I'm not going to sit here and describe this shit every fucking time. The civilians are the fuck out of it here. I'm pretty sure a lot of that I see are on fentanyl. I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of drug addiction here with the rich, white, elite yuppies that have jobs, and this the only way they have these jobs is that someone's keeping them in their job, because there's no way they could really function and hold a fucking job being that fucking addicted to fentanyl. We all know that's not reality. So it's a really fucking seriously dangerous city, okay? I've been saying that, and they are so in support of the most barbaric, cannibal, fucking infested terrorist cell I've ever seen or heard of. I'm the fuck in the middle of this. I'm in the terror cell, but I kept saying this is bigger than me. This is so bigger than me. And today is a great example of that, because this bastard is trying to go onto the State of the Union. That's bigger than me, dude. Our president, when we finally get this taken care of here, it should be rounding up soon, because we're at year 6. Our president is the men in the military and the women that I talk about, these women that are with them in the special ops. They're not me, dude. That's your presidents, and they'll give me a job. I fit in there with them somewhere, and I'm so grateful and so excited to do it. And I can see how that happened, because all of the United States and the public in general around the world, the public knows who I am. So I really, really am excited for this opportunity that these military men and women want to give me, okay? Because I've been with them hand in hand for 6 years. No one questions that, and we all know I have. And today was one of these planned attacks, and that's what you see in Louisiana. They're trying to attack black people again. They're a major target, major fucking target in the United States, is the black people who are our citizens, who don't want to become Allah Akbar, Muslim terrorist street gang members, like the street gangs in the United States. This is for all gangs, okay? All street gang, this is for fucking Irish ones, basically. I'm being a little sarcastic with the Irish street gangs, because we do have white thug street gangs here. Those are always separated by race, and you can really see that in the prison fucking system. The prison system, everything here is a mere copy of a developing nation, and we're not a developing nation, so you can totally tell this was all arranged, okay? We're about to collapse. This is so much bigger than me. That's what I'm trying to say as I sit in this terrorist cell. Our country government economic system is at the point within a second of complete catastrophic collapse. Everybody knows it. Let me calm down. My ears are plugged. I hate it here. Okay, so the gangs in general, basically, let me get to the point, all answer to the drug lords. And the drug lords that have taken power are the Saudi Arabian, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Afghanistan Muslim terrorists. They're going to be your boss if you want to be in a gang. And if you're white and you want to be in a gang, you're going to be like Eminem, who's a child rapist and murderer. You're going to be like him. A white Russian mob guy. That's it. It's separated by race. It's all controlled by organized crime. Okay, the Al-Qaeda Afghanistan are not religiously driven Muslim terrorists. No, they are not. And the Saudi Arabian are not. They are not religiously driven. They are in it for drug trafficking. Okay, drug trafficking. Now, so that's how it got here in the United States, and that happened in India. India is a good example. This is a developing nation. So how did that happen in the modern world, a developed nation like America, with this jackass thinking he's going on to State of the Union for television? Everything's for television here. How? Because it was intended to happen. And the first attack, Donald Trump is fully responsible for. That was supposed to happen, and that's how you met me, because I stopped that one, and that's how Donald Trump met me. And ever since then, Donald Trump, the Trumps, the entire family, and Biden, he's really responsible for the terrorist cell, because I was in here for his entire term. And there's an ISIS terrorist cell walking distance from his office. Donald Trump was with Flynn. Flynn knew about the first initial attack, okay? That attack was supposed to have followed through and happened. All right, we had another planned attack like that today. All right, it was really frightening today. Really frightening, all right, if you're aware of it. And it was really frightening when Donald Trump, when he was first in office in 2017, when everyone first met me, with what he was trying to pull off with his law enforcement that was radicalized across the United States. And his cooping military, okay? So he's still got it controlled because he's white, and this is for white supremacy, white dictator, Hitler, Nazi. Donald Trump and Biden are still in control of a great amount of the law enforcement and military, because they are gringo white, okay? This is all for white power. But anyone else who wants to sign up with this evil percentage of our population and you're not white, is like what I said, you're going to be answering to the drug lords, to the drug traffickers. That's going to be your boss. This is your reason for doing all you do to other people, is for the Prince of Saudi Arabia. It is not a religious movement you're in. You're into this for being a kingpin in the drug game. You're a mob boss, and you're going to cause massive death and casualty counts to be a mob boss. That's why I'm so pissed at a lot of the brown and black in the U.S. who chose to do this to their own fucking people. Okay, because the people who are orchestrating this big time in the United States, calling all these shots, is the white ones, is the white men who are in the cooping military, okay? Is the Russian organized crime men, the men that are out there in the business sector. You see him all the time, that idiot who smokes crack. They put him out there as a brilliant scientist. He's not a scientist. He sells all his shit to the country of Iran, his satellites. He's on crack. He's homosexual, dude. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying he's a closet case, and he smokes crack with his faggots and a whole bunch of hookers, like, all the time. He's not a brilliant scientist. Brilliant scientists don't smoke crack with hookers. They're too busy actually doing science. So you have these mob guys in business, okay, which is why Taylor Swift was at that Asia conference. She represents all the neo-Nazi Aryan nation of the white Americans, the CFOs, the CEOs. And you know what happened at the Asian Asian thing, the Asian get together for business. They said, screw you, dude. You're going to get all of us in collapse and a catastrophe in our economic system. You're a bunch of fucking honkies with a dumb bitch, Taylor Swift, dumb bitch, at our professional economic summit, telling us to do crystal meth and join Timothy McVeigh and blow up buildings is what you're telling us. These are really smart economic freaking career dudes in Asia. They're telling them that. Yes, you know they are. Okay, and why are they doing that? Because of the catastrophic events they're capable of pulling off in our country. China and Russia are aware of that, and today was one of them. These fucking Yahoo fucking white guys are out of Hawaii, are out of the state of New York. They're high rankers. They run for the Iranian government, runs them now, but they have all of what they could hold on to with the good guys. And the good guys, I'm not going to explain all this anymore in the US. I'm not explaining this. There's different parts, like California is an example. The good guys have control over all that stuff in California, these hypersonic missiles. But for a while, the bad guys were trying to take control over shit they have no right to take. Everybody knows they're cooping, and they want to use it on their own country. And they want to use it on any countries trying to fight Nazis. And they want to set up these fake assaults. And today was another one. They tried to set it up. Now, I cannot say where they were setting this up from. I'm not allowed to do that. But you can see on my account where they're doing some of it. And one of the major catastrophes they wanted to cause millions of death tolls and casualties was in Louisiana. And that's a big target, is nice American black people, like I was saying. The black people who didn't sign up to be a Allah Akbar gang member. The black people who don't want to sign up to be a Russian mobster like Kanye West. Kanye West isn't a great example of this. You want to be a black American and make yourself something here, well, you better be allegiant to a neo-Nazi called Putin. Like, what kind of self-hating person does that? A self-hating person like Kanye West, who is black and says how much he hates black people. Really fucking sad here in the United States. There are a lot of black people who said, I can't fucking handle this anymore. I want nothing to do with a lot of the people who are in my community. And they have stuck together, and they have said, let's make a community in our own community. Let's not get in with the Muslim terrorists. Let's not get in with the Nazi white people. Let's just keep sticking together. We have been doing this since the slave days. Sticking together, it's a travesty. It's an atrocity that this is still happening in America, that black people have to keep sticking together as a minority in order to live another day here, and it is still happening. I have to do a part 2. It's coming right up.